The stress of trucking really almost got to me today, and actually the past couple of weeks. It's been pretty harsh. I almost turned in my keys. It was almost done, but after meeting with with one of the head DMs and with accounting and with everybody, they ended up fixing everything and treat me well. And well, we're gonna talk about it right now. So what is going on, Big Trucker B family? How y'all doing? It's your boy Big Trucker B, and today we're here in Gainesville, Georgia, but I'm on my way to Paducah, Kentucky, I believe. I'm actually going to be leaving probably around like 2 in the morning, and I almost didn't. I almost cleaned out the truck today, and I almost threw away the keys, and not like actually throw away the keys, let's be real, but I was almost ready to hang everything up and just go home. There was a lot that happened after my girlfriend had left the truck. Basically, I went from team pay to mileage pay, and I was the pay period here is it's just one of my biggest things. My biggest things I have to say I don't like, honestly, but it is what it is. It's how they do things, And there's really nothing I can do about that. So one thing that they have is you got to turn in all your paperwork or you don't get paid. You got to make sure your IFTA is on the truck. We're gonna get into that in a minute. Otherwise, that's a nice little fine. And yeah, I had an issue with some communication, and that got handled. But it all started Sunday. I ended up getting a check for like $319. I'm like, what the fuck? $319. Now I've been running, but I was expecting kind of a lower check anyway, because I had just taken my 10 days off of home time. Just had a baby. I was off the road. And so when I got the check, it showed like $1,700 and then negative $1,400 taken out, or deductions, and so on and so forth. And it was just a mess. And I called them and they said, well, they overpaid me for a load, and I didn't turn the paperwork in and something like that. It's a really confusing situation. It's even hard for me to talk about on video. So we got that handled, right? Basically what happened is I didn't turn the paperwork in, but they paid me anyway, and they shouldn't have. I turned the paperwork in, I got paid now, and like everything's good. But then the following week happened. And before I get into the following week pay stub, I had got back into the truck. I was off for 10 days. Lo and behold, our IFTA was due. Now, they used to mail the IFTA. They don't. You got to go to the Gainesville yard. And during this time of trying to get our IFTA, like, it was just pretty much impossible. Like, we tried to get routed, but I ended up going through like 2 dispatchers. Not because like of me or anything. Like, one of my dispatchers who was amazing, she ended up leaving. And then I was just kind of floating around all the dispatchers until they finally got me to a permanent one, which I'm really happy with the permanent one I got now. She seems great out of Gainesville, so I'm happy with that. But regardless, between getting shuffled around dispatchers, between trying to get home to have a baby, and between my 10 days off, I never got to Gainesville to get my IFTA stickers. So after my home time, I got on the road, and what do you think happens? Right when I was on my way down to Georgia to try to get my IFTA stickers, pulled into the weigh station. That's right. And they gave me a ticket for no IFTA stickers, and it was like $500 something, $270 times 2, so you guys could do the math. And it really sucked. Now, I thought the company, I don't know why, I just thought the company would cover that. I didn't really see a big deal. I thought, that was on them because the ticket wasn't in my name, it was for Tribe's name, but whatever. But when I got my check again, it was like for $219. And what had happened was they took some miles out of that one check, and they guess they paid early again, but that was okay for them to pay early. But this one wasn't. I don't know. Again, it's just a really confusing situation. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, I don't even know how to talk about it on video without people going like, huh? And I'm sure a lot of you guys are already going, huh? Like, so regardless, I get my check again. 2 weeks now, just after having a baby, made $500 something. Like, I think it's like 570, 580. Not, I haven't even broke $1,000. Haven't made shit. So last Sunday, they told me I had to pick up a load. Now, mind you, I'm already frustrated about my paychecks. My morale was just as low as could be from just the pay alone. And I was running off recaps. Like, I've been running hard. I've been getting my miles. So you can kind of understand why my attitude was just like, bleh with it, you know? Because I feel like I was just running for free at this point. I didn't want to run no more. And I got this load that picked up in Massachusetts. I had a whole thing happen there. I don't know what's going on. But basically, they said, well, pick up this load this time, blah, blah. So I get there. I delivered one load before I went to pick up. They took all my hours to unload, so I couldn't make it to the pickup. I get there the next day, and they said, well, that pickup's for Georgia, not for here. Okay, whatever, you know. So I called dispatch, texted them, tried to get this worked out. Nobody reached back to me, and there's a lot of miscommunication that happened, and it was just a freaking mess. And it was getting to the point where I was getting blamed for something, like when I tried to let them know, listen, then they told me. They straight told me they would call me back. And they never did. And during that time, I ended up getting kicked off the property. The people that were kicking me off, actually, it was the shipper. While I was in the process of trying to figure out what my order numbers were, threatened to call the cops. So I said, fuck it, I'll leave. You know, I'm not going to deal with this. Boom, I went to a place where I knew I had safe parking, because up in that part of Massachusetts, there ain't a lot of parking. So I knew the one spot where I would have parking. And I PC'd there because I wasn't under a load at this point. I wasn't forwarding a load, so I just PC'd to a safe haven. And basically, by that time, the next day came around, 24 hours was done. I was like, all right, cool. I could probably just get 34. They haven't called me, whatever. I got a call. They said, no, you need to go back. You need to pick up that load. All right, so I go back, pick up the load. And we had to deal with the thing that happened there from the security guard trying to kick me out, calling the cops. I guess the way he handled it was not the right way. And we dealt with all that. And then, so again, just from the paycheck, from the pickup, just everything just piling up on me. I felt defeated, man. I felt defeated. Like, I was just, I said, you know what, come get your fucking truck. Come get your truck. I quit. Fuck this. But I gave it time to cool down a little bit. And I decided, you know, maybe let's just breathe. Let's just figure things out. When I got back to the Gainesville yard, I went in and I talked to one of the, you know, head DMs. I talked to accounting, and we just kind of talked about things. And I voiced my concerns. I said, you know, this is BS. You know, I just had a newborn baby. I need some money, yo. Like, I can't, like, it's literally April, and I can't even afford my first fucking, I got 2 car payments I got to do, because I got my girlfriend's car payment, my car payment. We got phone bills. We got baby stuff. Now, luckily, we stocked up on all the baby stuff way beforehand. Like, we spent all year stocking up on baby stuff, so we're really good on that. But it's just been hard. And they worked it out with me. They got me fixed. And this week, I should be getting paid. From what I hear, it's about $2,000-ish, and that's probably the highest paycheck I've had here. So now I don't know if that's gross or after taxes, but like, things got fixed, paychecks got worked out, and you know, sorries were made, and like, everything felt right. And I was actually really impressed. I walk in there, and you know, people recognize me, and people were asking about my girlfriend. You know, office people, and they're asking about the baby, and they're looking at the baby photos, and that was really cool, you know. And it just, you know, one thing I could say is, after everything that happened, after my paychecks and just miscommunication and all that, but like, I still feel that they did me right. They fixed everything, we took care of things, and you know, some of that stuff with the paycheck I had to do with my paperwork. They say some of it didn't get turned in. I say it did get turned in. I was using the TransFlow app. I don't know. But I ended up having all the paperwork, just physically just gave it to them. I said, here, there it is. Everything. And we got it fixed. But I'm glad they did that. I'm glad they fixed it. I'm glad everything's back to normal. I'm going to be rolling tomorrow. I just wanted to share this with you guys, that, you know, when things get really hard, even no matter what company you're at, don't give up. Talk to people. Don't get mad. I even got in a screaming match with one of my dispatchers, and it's just one of those things that like you can't do that, you know. If you just talk to them, have them discuss things with you, because I've seen people complain about how like Tribe can hold your money, how they watch your money closely, and I have to. I got a family to raise, and from doing that, it allowed me to get to the Gainesville yard and just really kind of go through paycheck to paycheck and see what's going on. I did catch a couple things, and I said, this needs to be fixed, and they fixed it. They took care of it. So whether you're here or whether you're at some other company, if you just communicate, you go straight to the source instead of this on the phone shit, things can work out for you. Things can get fixed, and I can tell you all personally, things got fixed here, and I want to thank Tribe for that. I have no issues no more, and I ain't hanging up the keys. I'm still in the truck. It's still got my folded mattress, brand new here. I was gonna have a teammate, but because we live 2 separate states, we couldn't team. So it's got this bad boy just chilling here now. It's my new thing. What do y'all think? It's my new background thing, right? But yeah, I just want to share that story with you guys, and everything's good, and I'm getting ready to roll tomorrow. But I want to thank y'all for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments, likes, whatever, any concerns, feel free to put down in the comment section. We're growing. This channel's growing, and a lot of people. Shout out to the YouTube subscriber, Roy. I heard you. I see you. They came up to me and talked to me today. He's leasing, so I hope he's doing good. And anybody else that I see at the terminal, feel free to walk up, come say hi. If I'm here, I'm rarely ever here, but lately I've been here quite a bit. I don't know, man. But if you guys see me, come say hi. I will gladly chat with you. Throw in my number. We can chit chat. No big deal. I'm not no shy prude. I'm always happy to talk to people. So it's been nice meeting a lot of y'all. It's been really heartwarming, and just knowing that there's people out there watching my videos and all that. So I want to thank you all. But yeah, don't get down on yourselves. I almost did today, and I'm glad things worked out a lot better than what could have happened. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thank y'all for watching. I'll catch you later. Peace.